All right. Hi, it's Liz and Mel. We always get the giggles when we start these.
Self-conscious, sorry.
We just wanted to give you a little refresher on using EADMS.
Yes.
Because we only do it 3 times a year. So going in, accessing those common assessments, and putting scores in. All right? Okay. We started with our common assessment document, which is here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for kinder and second grade, you're looking at inputting your Envision scores and your Lucy-Calkins, right?
Yes.
And we added little notes here to remind you where you go. So let's take a look in EADMS.
Wait, should we tell them how to get to that page first, in case they don't know?
This page? Hang on. This page?
Yes, how do they get to that?
So here's a cool thing about the website. You can see it right up here. So when I go to departments, I'm in Educational Services, the Curriculum and Instruction button.
Right.
All right, so that's where the Common Assessment page is. Now, when you go to EADMS, which I think we all know how to get through EADMS, and I'm not going to sign into Q again.
Okay.
If you don't, you go sign into Q like you're taking attendance, and it's...
menu analysis, EADMS.
EADMS, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so talk us through. What do we do, Mel?
Okay, so if you're doing the Lucy-Calkins or Pearson Envision, you're going to find the tile that says Input Edit Scores.
Okay.
If you don't have it, on the top right, there's a place that says By Tiles. You can add the tiles on the right side. A little plus is Available Tiles. Then you click Save Tiles on the top.
Okay.
And that's how you do that.
If I want to do this so that I can always find that one, in fact, I'm going to move. These are the 3 we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, that's another nice thing to do.
So I'm just going to put those up at the top.
Yeah. There you go.
Ta-da! Okay, so I'm going to go to Input Edit Scores.
Yes.
This is for K2 doing Envision. This is also how Envision works for 3rd through 5th, right?
Yes.
Now you're going to already be on your teacher name because you're signed into your account.
You should only see the ones that are for your grade, but let me know if you don't see what you expect to see. But we should have K2, Lucy-Calkins, and then 3 through, and also K through 5 for Envision Math.
Okay. Now, just because Envision Math is here doesn't mean that's a mandated you have to do it. But if you're giving that Envision test anyways, you might as well put the data into EADMS. It's just that quick. You'll remember. You click Select and you put in. This year it's the %.
Yes.
So we were getting mixed up with this one's out of 27, this one's out of 25. It's just the straight %. So that's an easy comparison.
Yes. And the other thing that's nice is that we have all 3 trimesters in one place.
Okay, so let me open one and see.
So you can just do them all together.
There we go. And we've got the percentage sign up here to remind you.
And just remember where it says if you're going to do 1 student at a time, you have to click Edit and then do it. If you want to do all students at once, just make sure you save a lot. There's a little big giant warning flag that says save a whole bunch of times.
So this way you can put in score, 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 score.
Yep.
Okay. That's saying that because I have all of Larson's school.
Yeah, that's not.
Yours won't say that. Okay?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to, oopsies.
What happened?
I'm going to go back to, there we go, the tiles. Okay, so that's K2.
Yes.
And 3rd through 5th Envisions.
Yes.
And Lucy-Calkins.
Right.
3rd through 8th grade, you guys are doing the IABs.
Yes.
Right? Through EADMS, not through the
not through CASP website.
Secure Browser.
Secure Browser, yes.
Secure Browser. Okay, so when you come in here, I want you to know these are those screenshots. So if you need more information, go get those screenshots. All right, but quickly, you go to Administer Online Test, you choose the test you need, and then you're going to Administer Test. Now, if you want to see the test, preview it.
Yes.
Right?
And that will give you, once you click OK, it's going to generate a code, just like you did for the CASP tests, that the kids are going to use to log in with.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I think we've talked about this before, and most of you are probably familiar. This 30 minutes is just the amount of time that code will be open so people can walk through the door.
And you can change it, too.
They can continue taking the test. If you're concerned that they're going to text the code to someone, you can set it for 5. If you want to be able to use it all day, set it for 792.
Yes. You know what that reminds me? That is a good point. Some students have been submitting the test when they're not done. There's 2 buttons right next to each other, one that says save and one that says submit. If they're not done with the test and they're going to go back later, make sure they click the save button and not submit. If they do submit it, then you have to let me know so I can unsubmit it for them.
Okay. Okay. So when we start the session, that's when we get this code. Now, this can be projected. It can be written on the board. It can be whatever. There's nothing magical about this code. If you have this set for 30 minutes and after 45 minutes someone comes in, just generate a new code. It's no big deal.
That's right.
Okay? No big thing. Now, students, when they take the test, are going to go to your school webpage. They're going to find the EADMS student login link, and they're going to need their 300 number and that session ID, which is just the key to the door to get into the test. Okay, so that's the IAB. The last thing is the constructed response.
Yes, that's for brief writes and for any IABs that might have a constructed response, but it's not something that is required. The brief writes are, but not the constructed response on the other IABs.
Okay, so on the writing, teachers need to come into this constructed response. On the ELA, there may be constructed responses, but we've made those 0 points. So they won't impact their score.
It's just for your information if you want to see it.
But they're useful teaching. Have the students do it. Go through, you can go into that constructed response, you can screenshot, you can project. Remember, there aren't names, so you can use that as teachable content, right? Okay, so the constructed grading button is the one that you need for that.
Yes.
Good?
I'm not sure about the names. I think we might have...
But teachers can toggle that off.
Yes. Yeah. When you're displaying it, make sure you check it first before you project it if you're going to do that.
Because we want to be always really careful that we don't project on our TV our student names associated with their work or their assessments or their scores or anything like that. I don't need to be on this screen. Okay, you get the idea, right? You go to next, you find your assessment, and then all of the...
And the rubric information is there, everything you need.
Is right there. Okay, so that's the gist of it.
Yes.
Right? So that you're ready to go. You guys have a great last few days. Watch this video again, second trimester, when you've forgotten from now. Because there are a lot of things going on right now. We appreciate all you do. You guys have a happy holidays, and we'll see you later.
Yep. Bye.